Yeah. Come on now, that shit hitting. I'm telling you, it's hitting. Look, hey, I got my window up, bro. I'm in the air now. My apartment not on the ground. I'm in the sky. You see that fucking sun? I can't show y'all, but you get what I'm saying. Look, lately shit been going good. These videos have been popping. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it gives me like a bit of a podcast vibe because it reminds me of when I was doing the Code 22 podcast. Code 22 for life, bitch. I got my own gang sign. This how you do it. I'm gonna show you. Look. See, 2, 2, 4, L. Fuck it. But yeah, damn. Oh, I don't know if I was cussing. I'm trying to get my vocabulary together so I don't have to, so I do not end up. I want to be able to monetize these videos, but gotta get my vocabulary right. But I be too hyped, I get to cussing, and that's just something. Today we're gonna be talking about meditation, lies, myths, bullshit that's not true when it comes to meditation. And I just really, and you know, it's really because, can y'all see my joint? Oh, yeah, it's really because that's my shit, man. I've been meditating since like 2020. I started during COVID. I do a video, if y'all want me to do a video, a story time about like how my whole meditation shit started and cause it goes in tandem with changing my life, like, quite literally. From being like, making videos for like 7 years for free, making no money, making like $5 after 7 years on YouTube. And then 2020 come, I started meditating, and then it's like, my life literally changed at the rate of which I started working on myself. It's actually crazy. But if you want to make a video about that, y'all put chicken legs in the comments and I got you! Let me see, hold on. You feel me? Hold on, this is my favorite one, but I can't never play it alone, cause you know why. Woo! Oh! No, wait. Yeah, wait, I had to turn it off. I pressed it twice. But anyway, lies about meditation. I made notes. It's about stopping the mind. That's a lie. It's a belief system. A lie. It's a practice for physical health. A lie. It's an action. A lie. It is a consequence of what happens when... Oh, that's actually the answer. My bad. I wrote all of that down. First, I'm going to get into this first one. It's about stopping the mind. Meditation is not about stopping your mind. I've been meditating since 2020. I started doing it on some... Damn. Let me see. Oh, shit. My monitor went off. Okay, I started meditating in 2020. It was on some manifestation, law of attraction type shit or whatever. But eventually, I went further than that, way farther than that. You know what I'm saying? It was on some, I had my little path. I didn't start off as a Christian or a Muslim, but I went through all of that shit. And as I continued to go down it, I started to realize meditation through experience and as well as my initiation, because after like a year of meditating and just sitting on my own, not like at first it was about concentrating, like getting my own apartment, getting my own spot, having my own house. Like I'm trying to I pretty much lost my mind essentially. Like I was chasing something for so long and it hadn't happened. I just basically, it wasn't lost. The world would say lost your mind, but now that I look back on it with my current level of intelligence, I noticed that I didn't lose my mind. I actually woke up like, and what happened was I snapped one day. I'll never forget it. Like I just woke up and was like, man, it's it. I said, fuck the goals, the dreams, all of that. I don't want to do none of that. It's the only way you telling me I get to be, cause like, I look at it as two options. One, you poor now, you be rich at this date later, and until then, you gonna chase it. You gonna chase it and come up short. That's what you gonna do. And then you might get it one day. And then on the other hand, I'm like, well, you can have it today. And if you pick it today, then you're just gonna have to like enjoy it. I'm like, well, I don't see it physically though. Well, you only get to enjoy it mentally. What about my emotions? Well, what emotions go with like having that thing? Like, mind you, this wasn't no manifestation shit. I wasn't doing it like that shit. That came after this. This was the inspiration, the thing that just the light bulb moment that hit me, and then I was like, oh, okay. What it was that I'm like, well, if I don't see it physically, the only way I can have it now is like what is in my mind and emotions. So I was like, fuck it. Mentally, I'm with it, because I'll take whatever I can get. It's been 7 years. It's been all of this effort and time trying to get it together. So I was like, okay, I'll just take what I can get. Okay, if you want it physically, you're going to have to chase it and hope that it comes. If you want it now, you're going to have it mentally and emotionally. And you pick your poison. So I went with the mental and emotional shit. I'm like, what emotions represented? I was like, well, having my own spot, not living in my mama's house. Okay. That, joy. So I went with that. And, time went on. I sat, meditated, focused on that, and whatever. And ended up getting to a point to where a year after that, I started, whole nother video for that. A year after that, I started, doing like an actual practice by a living master. Like I started doing a specific meditation. I would do this one, and I think I'm gonna put it in the description. I think I didn't put it in the last one. I should have, but I started doing this practice. I'm doing this every day, and I'm like, okay, let me see. Like, cause at this point, I'm not trying to have physical shit. At this point, I done got some physical stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute, what this is? Cause I started doing something similar, some sitting down with your back straight and focusing on your breathing, whatever. Started doing some shit like that to get some, and I got it. I actually got it, and I didn't even work hard. I did it once a day for 30 days. Didn't even do it no more, and just went straight physical life and ended up getting it. So I'm like, let me see something. So I started doing another practice for another reason. I'm like, how deep does this shit go? Like, is this just physical shit? What is spiritual? What is enlightenment? What is this? So I started doing that, and I'm, point is, I realized that, the point is, I realized that meditation is not a belief. It's far from a belief. That whole story, I'll make a video specifically for that. But I realized it is not a belief at all. It's not a belief system whatsoever. What meditation actually is, it is about putting distance between that which you are not and that which you are. You know what I'm saying? Seeing that space and that separation. It's like floating above the maze and becoming aware of, whoa, shit, wait a minute. This is crazy. I didn't even know it got this complex. Meditation, let me quote myself, is a consequence of what happens when your mind, body, and emotions and overall energy are matured to a certain degree. It's just like putting a meditation is like blooming, a blossoming flower. It's a flower is not something that you do. Flowering is a consequence of what happens when a seed is nurtured to a particular degree. Because the entire creation and universe is infinite, because everything is infinite, go watch my last video, because everything is infinite and everything is everything, quite literally, this is the reason the way you do one thing is how you do everything, because everything is everything. So the truth of life can be seen in that. It can be seen in a seed, because it's the exact same concept when you strip it from ideas. The nurturing of this, when the conditions are met, becoming meditative is what happens. When a person cultivates their mind in a certain way, their body, their physical body, when that's what we talk about, food and health and shit like that, when they cultivate their mind in a certain way, their physical body in a certain way, their emotions in a certain way, and their overall energies on a day-to-day basis in a certain way, cultivate those circumstances, flowering happens on its own. It's literally scientific. Science is just like that. When you do the right shit happens. There's anything that can be done will be done and will happen if the circumstances is created. If you create a set of circumstances and that thing doesn't happen, those are not the right circumstances for that thing. You get what I'm saying? If you try to grow a flower under a certain set of conditions and those conditions kill the seed, the right is determined by what you were looking for. If you were looking for a flower to blossom, then a blossoming flower would be considered the right outcome. You didn't get the right outcome because you did the wrong circumstances. So that's essentially what's going on with people. What was my other one? It's a belief system, it's a practice for physical health. It's not an action. Meditation is literally you sitting, and as you sit and remain still and concentrate on the life process of your breathing or the blood in your system or whatever, sit and you concentrate just on your breathing. You don't have to believe nothing. You don't have to concentrate on nothing. It is not for a particular religion. All wise men, saints, sages, sadhus, Christs, mystics, monks, all of them all express the same thing. Even Jesus told you to meditate on the words. You're supposed to sit because when you're not constructing ideas, beliefs, conclusions, all of that shit, when you sit, it's not about stopping your mind, because you can meditate perfectly fine while your fucking kidneys and your lungs and the rest of your body is functioning and working and doing all that. Why wouldn't a mind be something that's supposed to be there? Because once again, what meditation is seeking to facilitate is a certain level of experience of yourself within yourself. There is no fucking within or without, but Jesus Christ, is so hard to have a conversation coming from an infinite experience through a finite medium like language or video. Anyway, point is, when you sit, all you have to do, you can sit down for 5 minutes every day. Sit down straight, just like this. Let me show you. Hold on. I actually can do it. I can do this one. I said I was going to do this shit. Sit down. Put your left leg in your crotch. Put your right leg on the front. And then just sit. All you would have to do, I swear to God, is literally sit here. Concentrate on your breathing. Put your concentration on your breathing, and put your concentration right here between your eyebrows. Keep your chin parallel to the floor. Put your attention on your breathing in your nose, out your nose, like this. And when your mind wanders, that's not your mind wandering. That's not your mind wandering. That's you pretending that you is your mind, because you ain't the mind or the body. That's you tricking yourself into thinking, oh shit, I'm the mind. Your mind didn't wander. Your identity wandered. And it wandered with the mind, which is nothing but memory. It's just recycling all shit, old memory, things you've seen, touch, taste, smell. The mind is fucking memory. That's not you. That's why your personality is just memory. If I would have raised you at a different time, in a different place, under different people, you have a whole other fucking personality idea. So don't worry about your mind. Let your mind do what it do. The mind do whatever the fuck it do. When you catch yourself pretending that you the mind, or your mind wandering, you bring that motherfucker you bring your concentration right back to the center of your right here between your eyebrows, and you bring your attention right back to your breath, and you just keep doing it. And eventually, your mind, your identity will stop wandering, meaning that you'll stop worrying about you'll stop wandering with your mind, and the mind will become like a movie, just a TV with a bunch of shit playing over here, and your body and the world around you physically will be over here, and you'll be there totally around, within, and without all of those things. Then eventually, the mind, the TV screen with all the flashing channels that show overactive mind, that shit will end up stopping. It'll slow down. It'll slow down and become more and more still, more and more still. And the more that happens, the more free you are becoming from your fucking mind and your physicality, the memory of the mind, the genetic memory, the atomic memory, your body, the world, your ideas of race, religion, family, friends, caste, creed, status, all that shit. And the more free from that you become, the more clear your vision becomes. And the more clear your vision becomes, the more errors of your own ways you'll see. I don't need to prove until you don't need to believe this. Do that shit. You do that shit for 10 minutes a day, every day, for 2 months, for 30 days. And just do a test. Document your ability to use your mind and emotions on day 1 and see like what's the problems you experiencing mentally and emotionally. After 30 days, come back and document it again and look at it, and you'll be like, damn, wait a minute, wait, so damn, if I keep doing it, will it keep increasing? You damn right it will. Matter of fact, you'll keep doing it to the point where that practice won't even be enough for you. You're gonna start seeking out stronger shit, more intense and special practices that can take you farther. Yeah, that's how it happens. It's never a problem with people. Humans aren't the problem. They're seeking. That's what they're supposed to be doing. The natural desire to know who they are is just bubbling in them. The problem is that they're seeking. They're on an infinite path for infinite fulfillment in a finite world, and that's breaking up some shit. And that's gonna break up more shit than it can handle, because it's only finite shit. So the world will burn down before they find themselves. You know what I'm saying? All you have to do is redirect them within. But the only person that's gonna do that is somebody that has fucking done that already. Everybody else is either telling you vote for him, march over here, you gotta eat this, you gotta have this. The reason you ain't winning is because of this. You gotta believe, you gotta do this. Nobody can really explain why for nothing. What the fuck do you mean when you say believe in myself? What the fuck do you mean when you say pray? What do you mean when you say good and evil? What the fuck are you talking about? And it always boils down to keep questioning, keep saying why. And eventually, the level of intelligence of that person If they truly know, they can handle as many whys as possible. Because the answer is infinite. So they will have a way to conceptualize every fucking why from an experience of truth. But someone who has an illusion of truth, who really is still ignorant, just as ignorant as the people that they claim to be teaching or guiding, that person, it'll get to a point at some point where they'll just be like, that's just the way the world is. That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? You just black and people just racist. Or you just was poor. Or you just privileged. Or you just this. It's always just some shit. It ain't never, what's luck? What is luck? How luck work? How good work? How evil work? What they mean? What's the mechanics? What are the mechanics behind this? Why do bad things happen to good people and why do good things happen to bad people? And don't use good and bad to explain it. Don't use another idea to explain another idea. You know what I'm saying? Don't use another idea to explain another idea. Good and bad exist because people are pieces of shit. What's a piece of shit? What's that? It's an idea. An idea you created to categorize a person for the sake of your survival. You think you believe in pieces of shit so you can stay alive because you don't want to be around one because he might kill you or rob you or some shit or fuck your life over something. Yeah, it's not a fucking objective thing because it's the truth. It's an objective thing because it's true for you because your highest level of experience is physical life, meaning that the greatest thing you can ever do is survive and reproduce. But when you go beyond physical shit and identity, once you do that and your identity slowly expands beyond your physicality, beyond race, religion, family, friends, rich, poor, good, bad, up, down, gay, straight, happy, sad, when who you are and how you experience yourself, when you just sit here, it's more than just an amalgamation of genetic memory given a body, atomic memory, given atomic structure to elements and shit, memory in your mind, unconscious memory, the shit that was pushed in your head as a kid. When you experience yourself beyond that, then it goes a little further. It goes way fucking further than that. So yeah, meditation is not an action. It's a consequence. When you become still, meditativeness happens. It is not a practice for physical health, even though physical well-being will definitely aid in that. It will definitely, the side effects of straightening out a cord just means that whatever information's passed through that cord will just transfer smoothly, you know. The side effects of straightening out some headphones just means that the electricity going through it flows smoothly. Yes, so when you straighten yourself out on the inside, things start to flow smoother. And when things flow smoother, you see changes physically. That's just how it goes. Your boy's on that shit, and it might be powder. But listen, it's a belief system. It's not. It's not a belief system, none whatsoever at all. It is not a belief system. The ignorant West and our ideas in America have come to know that. But yes, all the wise people, Christ-like saints, sages, mystics, sadhus, all of them want you to meditate. If you are a true Christian, a true Muslim, hell, a true atheist, a true spiritual motherfucker, a true monk, if you walk in the path that is ultimately going to guide you to realization of your infinite self and who you have realizing and remembering who you have always been and what you have really been longing to know. Something I really want to know and I don't even know what it is or if it's real or how to find it. The only way to it seems to be through inspiration. It seems that the only fucking way, since you ain't supposed to believe me or nobody else, seems like the only way to realize the truth is to accidentally stumble upon that bitch because you were close enough there to where a piece of inspiration that would ultimately send you in that direction, like this video or something, you were who you needed to be at the right time, mentally. You had already just naturally evolved to a close enough point. There's a threshold, and when you hit that threshold, you seen something that was already telling you to go to the right place, whether it was a scripture in the Bible basically telling you to go within, or a monk telling you to go within, or me telling you to go within, or a mystic or a wise man. Yeah, every motherfucker, if they really live in that, whether no matter what religion it is, if the person is really speaking that or really interpreting that right, it should seem like that they're telling you to go within. So when you see that piece of inspiration, it'll fall on your mind, and those are the people that see videos like this or read the words of Jesus in the Bible or see certain practices about, like I started meditating through the law of attraction and manifestation and shit like that, but I didn't get stuck on it. Because, see, I was already where I needed to be to a certain degree due to just me being me. Because when you're born, everybody doesn't start off at the same level of conscious perception at birth. We're born in different times and, eras. Like, I'm 28, somebody else might be 50, or somebody else might be 15. But I can assure you that you can find 15-year-olds who are very wise in how their vision is, they have a lot of clarity. Like, you see this and say, good idea, should do it. And another 15-year-old see it and say, I ain't doing that. Or you 20 years old and you think, yeah, man, it's a good idea, fuck everything. This just yes, da. Or you might see some 20-year-olds that's like, yeah, I don't know if I really want to do that. I think I'm gonna start working out and fasting. Like, what the fuck, 20-year-old is fasting? Like, you feel me? But think about that. There's a reason. People are just born at different levels, and their level of perception naturally evolves, just like all things do. There's a cyclical progression. Evolution is constantly happening physically and non-physically. Once they get to a certain point, they'll come across a scripture in the Bible or something in the Quran or some on YouTube, and it'll do what it's supposed to do, send them within. A person that's not ready will come across some of it and they'll see it through their ignorance, respond to it with ignorance, and then continue to go spread more ignorance. But somebody else will see some shit like the law of attraction or crystals and shit and do what I did, which is like, yeah, okay, let me see. And then when I did it right and actually created something physical, like I thought about it and saw it and got it, when it actually showed up in my life, I didn't say, yes, this is all I need to do. Yeah, because I knew that my life was bigger than physical shit. I just really wanted a house to live in. But once I got it, I didn't go, this is all I need to do. Yeah, no, I said, okay, I'm gonna keep doing that because this kind of worked. But on another note, what the fuck was that? Okay, I did just meditate and do all that and manifest. I did that, whatever they want to call it. I sat down, closed my eyes for a month. Shit, came back 8 months later. Everything I had ever wanted existed right before my fucking eyes. From dead broke to paid. I'm like, the fuck was that? So as I chose to continue investigating, I went deeper. I said, okay, fuck this. Let me go back. Okay, my mic went out. What I was gonna say was, I went back to the law of attraction stuff. I went back to the meditation stuff. I picked up some books. Man, let me show you, man. Your boy, let me show you, man. Your boy went in. I went to work. And then I quickly found out the answer won't be found in books. I'm gonna have to go within. So I didn't read another goddamn book. I just started back reading for fun, because I was like, wait, I can use reading to learn stuff about other stuff. Like, I'm already happy and fulfilled and meditating, so I can continue my journey within to fully realize myself totally. And on some side, the material life that's a side quest. That's some bullshit. So once I was like, okay, fuck, I know what to do. I know what to do for my true development, which is meditate all day, every day, as much as I fucking can. That's how I ended up getting initiated. Like, I'm initiated into a formal Kriya lineage and all the other practices and shit I do. Like, yeah, that's my real shit. That's my life. That's what I'm bringing to the world. But on a side note, we can be black. We can be a black man with dreads, content creator, beat a nigga ass, nice, whatever. Like, I can be whatever I want to be physically, because that's just some bullshit. So then I realized, oh, I don't have to just read. I was reading books about spiritual shit. Then I realized it didn't matter. I stopped reading them and started doing the work. Then I realized, wait. I can read books about anything. I can get a fucking book about psychology, because that'll help me in the physical world. But I know the truth past the physical world. So now I'm trying to enhance myself in my physical life, not because I think I'm enhancing myself, but because, why not? I done already won. So now that I realize it's all a game, now I get to really play this motherfucker. It's hard to play the game for real when you don't know it's a game. When you think it's real life, it's tough. But when you know it's just a game, it's real. But look, this book, like, man, I read all these books and shit. Living Fearlessly by Paramahansa Yogananda. The Holy Science by Swami Sri Yukteswar, his guru, Paramahansa Yogananda guru. Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. Steve Jobs was passing these books out. Incognito by David Eagleman. You understand? This is a psychology book. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. I think this is a philosophy. Is this philosophy? I think philosophy, yeah. The best book one of my fucking favorites, my top two. The Yoga of Jesus by Paramahansa Yogananda. Unreal shit. Karma by Sadhguru. Amazing. Hold on. And then you got these big motherfuckers. You got The Second Coming of Christ by Paramahansa Yogananda, Volume 1 and Volume 2. All of these books literally speak on all things: science, religion, and spirituality, from top to bottom, all the way from Christianity, Hindu, chakras, all that. It all make sense, because every person that I just showed you and the other ones that I mentioned earlier, the long list of people, they all knew. They all knew, because it's one truth to know. But it's like 70,000 paths you can take. 70,000 paths you can take to get to realize that one truth. 114 matter, 7 called chakras that's only relevant to human beings for the most part, and so on and so forth. But the point is, once you point a person, once you've gone in the right direction, then you can inspire people to go in the right direction. And once you send them over there, that's why I say you don't gotta believe me. You don't have to trust me. You don't have to do nothing. The only fools want you to believe them and trust them, because that's all it stands on. If everybody stopped believing them and trusting them, then that shit dies with them, because it was nothing but ideas. It wasn't based off perception and vision to no real degree. But I'm telling you, don't trust me. Don't believe me. If it's interesting to you, go sit down and close your eyes. You do that 10 minutes a day, 30 days. Watch what happens. Shit. You gonna come back and tell me, man, I believe what you're saying. I'm gonna tell you, man, don't do that. You like, nah, I seen it for myself. Like, yeah. Go see it for yourself. So yeah, that's all I want to say, man. Meditation is not an action. It's not a belief. It's not a religion. It's not a faith. It is a consequence of what happens when the human being straightens himself out within. When he begins to expand his identity from his ignorant ideas of who he thinks he is, due to his lack of knowing who he really is. When he starts to go beyond himself as a man, as a woman, as a black, as a white, as a rich, as a poor, as a good and a bad, as an evil, as an up, as a down, as a goddamn left or a right. Then he goes an even step further. If you keep fucking going, eventually he'll become aware of the Son of Man. And the Son of Man, I'm not a Christian, nor am I an atheist, I'm not against nor for no particular religion. I speak totally from a very neutral and infinite standpoint. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. You know what I'm saying? But he becomes aware of the Son of Man, and what's that is, after sitting and meditating for so long, he becomes aware that, oh shit, I'm not an individual. I'm not an individual person separated from a whole of a thing. No, I am the entire thing, experiencing itself, having the illusion of an individual experience, upon which I experience myself. And the fun part is that I forget that I am experiencing myself, so it makes it real. I program a game as a developer, and I teleport into it and forget that it is a game. Otherwise, how am I supposed to have fun? Because I already know the rules. If I already know the game, because bitch, I created the game, because I am the fucking game, how am I supposed to have fun? The only way I can enjoy my own creation, oh shit, the only way God, can enjoy, the only way I can enjoy my creation is if I forget that I created it, and then find my way back organically, and then realize that I'm in a game while I'm in it, like a fucking lucid dream. The only way you can really dream for real is by falling asleep, forgetting that you went to sleep, waking up in the dream, and then saying, oh God, I'm about to go fuck Rihanna. That's literally the only way. If you don't do it that way, you realize right before you wake up and you missed it. That's like realizing this at the death. What I said in my last video, you either realize it while you in the dream, and then you dominate and have a field in this bitch. Happy? What the fuck is you talking about? Happy, sad, joyful, money, living, bills, and economy? Boy, this shit becomes child's play at a certain point. Once you really know who you are, Yeah. Or you don't realize it during the game, and you realize that you trick yourself and stay asleep the whole time, and then right at the very end when you die, as your body falls apart, you fucking have less contact with your body. So now you're slowly expanding your identity beyond it. That's why old people stop caring about all that shit. I'm a man. Yeah, motherfucker don't be talking about all that shit. When they get older, they get more sensitive. They lose all that false ass identity, all that ego shit. They have a little in there, but yeah, for the most part, they ain't holding on to much. It's family and friends. They don't give a damn about how much money they got, all that fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? They thought they cared. They never cared. Now, if they would have realized this and not detached, but expanded themselves, their identity past all this shit at an earlier age, they would have been that wise. Because that with wisdom, with stillness comes clarity. With clarity comes wisdom. And that's what happens as you get older. The body falls apart. So you become more still anyway, because you don't have a whole bunch of shit to ignorantly latch on to. So as you get older, due to your own fucking incorrect actions and habits and ways you thought and ate and kept yourself mentally and emotionally, you start deteriorating. You become more still. When you become more still, you become more clear. When you become more clear, you become more wise. Well, you can do all of that at an early age. You don't have to wait till you're old. But, you know, that's the way that it goes. But when it's time for somebody to realize, they will. So yeah, meditation is not an action, it's not a belief, it's not a religion, it's not demonic, it doesn't belong to no particular religion or nothing. It is a science, it is a consequence of what happens when a certain thing is done within the human being, when the individual, not the human being, the human body, when the individual, when the life, when you conduct your mind, body, emotions, and overall energies in a particular way, when you cultivate them through particular circumstances of eating habits and things you do with your physical body and what you put in it and what you put on it, things you do with your mind, what do you add into your mind, things you do and how you conduct your emotions and your overall energies on a daily basis. The way you cultivate that ground, that soil, will determine what blossoms within you. And meditation is basically when one has cultivated that soil to a certain degree, and the flower that is the life, that is them, that is all things, is able to now blossom within them more efficiently. They become clearer, they become focused, they become stiller, they become, being happy is nothing. The fuck? Feeling any emotion becomes nothing. So now, like, bitch, if I could feel anything as much as I want for as long as I want, I could be mad all day for the next 3 months if I fucking wanted to. When a motherfucker has that level of operation and management over their system, you know what he's finna do, right? He's finna be happy for an almost unnatural amount of time. People will actually start to think this person's insane, or they have to be bullshitting. They'll start saying, you just faking it. That light ain't real. You lying. Yeah, nah, that's real as a motherfucker. Yeah, because you never knew yourself as the infinite. So when you start seeing somebody do these kinds of things, the shit seems superhuman to you, but it's just that you haven't realized that, yeah, the human being is the real superhero. What the fuck are you talking about? So, yeah, meditation is not an action. It's a consequence, you know. Start meditating. This is what needs to happen in families. This is how we fix America. The entire problem in the world is that human beings do not know themselves, and they are seeking the infinite self in the finite world, and the friction you see and the burning down of the world is what's happening because of that. All we need to do is start meditating and start pushing this amongst people. Start doing it together. Start doing it in communities. Start doing it in elementary schools. Start doing it with your kids. If you're a kid, start fucking doing it. This will literally have a direct impact on mental health and clarity within people. The way they think, the way they comprehend, the way they see themselves, it'll all unravel because it's just one knot. But if you pull the knot from the right spot, boom, that bitch will pop open, and all the bullshit that they've been doing, they'll see it. I was tripping over here and here and here and here. Oh, I was tweaking. Yeah, you don't gotta tell them they wrong. Just point them in the right direction, so where they need to go to see that they wrong, and that's within. Once they start doing that, motherfuckers start telling you all kind of shit. Yeah, man, I used to be this, I used to be this, I used to be this. You'll start seeing people from all sides of every war, every argument, every race. They'll be like, wait a minute, I'm black, but wait, I'm white, but wait, I'm a Christian, but wait, I'm a Republican, but wait, I'm a Democrat, but man, that shit'll be clear as a motherfucker. Because if you in a room full of fucking shit and you wrong about everything you think in there, all the motherfucker gotta do is turn the light on. When they turn the light on, you'll see everything. I don't have to tell you what's wrong. Shit. Come here, let me show you. Look, bing! As soon as he see that motherfucker, he gonna be like, wow, I've been tweaking, huh? Yeah, you've been tweaking, buddy. Wars, death, drugs, corrupt governments, evil civilians. The civilian population sucks. The government sucks. The population, yeah, tweaking. You're right, but now you can tell. So, what are you gonna do now? Well, first and foremost, I'm not gonna do that shit no more. Good! If I would've told you to stop doing it, you wouldn't have did it, because you didn't see it for yourself. Now that you see, makes sense. This is the second coming of Christ. This is what it means for the world to go back to God. This is what Jesus meant when he said he's gonna come back, because human beings are going to become Christ-like. This is what it all means. Meditation is this. It's just the consequence of what happens when a human being wakes the fuck up for real. So yeah, I love y'all. I'm out, bro. If y'all love these videos, let me know. You know what I'm saying? They're longer, they're fun to make. You know, I get a little, you know. Hey, yeah, so might be all wrong, but my heart you were bad. Hey, yeah, it's like hang I'm attached to a 6 with no cutie chapter like people. Hey, 12, 12, 12 on my back. Yeah, I know she was like, but I don't know how. Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, give me that. Give me some more. Oh no! Hold up, give me some more. But look, yeah, so y'all appreciate these videos. Put a chicken leg emoji in the comments and I got you. Let me see if I can get a good thumbnail. Hold up. It's my closest thing to a podcast y'all gonna get, so. Oh wait, no. Good thumbnail would be like this. It'd be me sitting in the flow on it. Like on some let's meditate and get it poppin' shit. Okay. Put the crystals in front of me. Gotta get the Christians going. Yeah, put the crystals in front of me. Gotta be real blasphemous today. No, I'm just trolling. I love Jesus. I'm not a Christian. I fuck with all y'all. I like the words of the Lord sound great even when coming from the mouth of a fool. Trust me! So yeah, this gonna be our thumbnail for the video. Give me 1 second. Hold up. Hold on, this gonna be the thumbnail. Wait. Oh wait. Oh shit. Okay. Alright, let's go. Damn. Oh shit, my bad. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. I fuck with you. I love y'all. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if y'all got anything you want to ask your boy and hear me talk about on this motherfucker, please feel free to drop it in the comments. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace. Code 22 for life. Fuck, Nick. Give me one more. Ah! Run my outro.
Hey, yeah, no, I can't stand you. I might be all wrong, but for my heart, you were a bad move. Hey, yeah, it's like pain I'm attached to. I'm sick with no cure. This chapter left deep wounds. Hey, 12, 12, 12 on my back. Yeah, I know she won't be back, but I don't know.